Imagine the city at night. Glass towers glowing, streets humming softly, and then, almost silently, the 2026 BMW 7 Series glides into view. This isn't just a car arriving. It's an entrance. The kind that makes the world slow down for a second. The kind that makes people look twice without even realizing why. From the first moment you see it, the 7 Series doesn't ask for attention. It commands it. The front end feels bold, confident, unapologetic. The signature kidney grille stands tall and illuminated, like a piece of modern architecture lit from within. At night, that soft glow isn't flashy, it's theatrical, like stage lighting before a performance. The headlights are razor sharp, almost sculpted, with an intelligence in their gaze. They don't just light the road, they seem to read it, anticipate it. As you walk around the car, the body lines flow with a quiet authority. This is not aggressive design. This is power refined, smoothed by decades of BMW heritage and reimagined for a future that values presence as much as performance. The paint catches light differently depending on the angle, deep, rich, almost liquid. The proportions are perfectly balanced, long, elegant, and grounded. Large wheels fill the arches with confidence, while chrome accents are used sparingly, like jewelry chosen by someone who understands restraint. The door handles sit flush, emerging only when needed, reinforcing that feeling of seamless technology hiding beneath luxury. Standing beside it, you don't feel like you're looking at a machine. You feel like you're looking at an experience waiting to happen. Now, the door opens, and the world outside fades away. Inside, the 2026 BMW 7 Series feels less like a cabin and more like a private lounge suspended in motion. The air changes. It's quieter, calmer, insulated from chaos. The leather is supple, cool to the touch, stitched with precision that feels almost obsessive. Real wood, metal, and glass come together not to impress, but to soothe. Every surface feels intentional. Every button, every texture, every curve has been considered. You sit down, and the seat gently adjusts around you, like it's learning your shape. The massage function hums softly beneath you, subtle and reassuring. Ambient lighting traces the interior with a soft glow, customizable to match your mood, warm and golden for relaxed evening drives, cool and modern for focused nighttime cruising. At night, this cabin becomes a sanctuary, floating through darkness while the world blurs outside. Ahead of you, the curved display stretches elegantly across the dashboard, crisp and responsive, blending digital precision with visual elegance. The graphics are clean, intuitive, almost calming. You don't feel overwhelmed by technology here, you feel supported by it. The steering wheel sits perfectly in your hands, wrapped in leather that feels rich and familiar. Behind it, the digital instrument cluster adapts to your driving style, feeding you information without distraction. And if you're not driving, if you're being driven, the rear seats transform the experience entirely. This is where the 7 Series truly becomes something else. The legroom is generous, almost indulgent. Recline back, stretch out, and suddenly you're in a first-class cabin on wheels. The optional rear entertainment screen drops down like a private cinema, filling your vision with stunning clarity. Close the sunshades, let the outside world disappear, and for a moment, time feels irrelevant. Then there's the sound, or rather, the absence of unwanted sound. BMW's attention to acoustic insulation means road noise is reduced to a distant whisper. When music plays through the premium sound system, it doesn't feel like audio, it feels like atmosphere. Every note is rich, balanced, immersive. Whether it's classical strings or deep bass, the cabin becomes a concert hall tuned specifically for you. Press the start button, and the 7 Series awakens. Depending on the powertrain, that awakening is either a refined growl or near total silence. The gasoline engines deliver smooth, confident power, with acceleration that feels effortless rather than aggressive. You don't feel the car pushing hard, you feel it flowing forward, building speed with calm assurance. The electric variant, on the other hand, moves with an almost surreal smoothness. Instant torque, no hesitation, just pure, silent motion. It feels futuristic, almost unreal, like gliding rather than driving. Out on the road, the suspension reads the surface beneath you, adjusting constantly to keep the ride composed. Bumps disappear, imperfections dissolve, steering is precise but relaxed, reminding you that this is a luxury flagship first, a driver's car second, but when you want to take control, it responds. Through curves, the car feels planted, balanced, surprisingly agile for its size. There's a confidence here, a sense that no matter the road, no matter the conditions, the 7 Series has it quiet before the engine wakes up. Streetlights stretch across the pavement like a runway, and there it is, low, wide, unmistakable. The 2026 Porsche 911 GT doesn't announce itself with excess. It doesn't need to. It simply exists with a confidence that feels earned, like a legend that knows exactly who it is. As you walk toward it, the shape is familiar, almost comforting, yet every line feels sharper, more intentional. The iconic 911 silhouette is still here, but it's been tightened, trained, perfected. The front fascia sits close to the ground, breathing in air through sculpted intakes that look like they're carved by the wind itself. The headlights glow with that unmistakable Porsche stare, focused, intelligent, slightly intimidating. This is not a car that wants attention. This is a car that commands respect. From the side, the proportions are pure motorsport poetry. Wide rear haunches stretch over massive wheels, hinting at the power waiting behind you. The bodywork feels taut, as if the car is holding its breath, ready to explode forward at the slightest touch. Every vent, every crease, every aerodynamic element has a purpose. Nothing is decorative, everything is functional, and somehow, that honesty makes it beautiful. Around the back, the rear wing sits proudly, not as an accessory, but as a statement. This car was born from the track. The taillights form a thin red line across the rear, glowing softly as the sun disappears. Twin exhaust outlets sit low, promising a sound that doesn't just reach your ears, it reaches your chest. You open the door, and the outside world fades away. Dropping into the driver's seat feels like stepping into a tailored racing suit. The seat hugs you firmly, confidently, reminding you that comfort here is about control, not softness. Alcantara brushes against your hands. Carbon fiber glints subtly in the low light. Leather wraps around the steering wheel, thick and purposeful, perfectly shaped for long drives and longer corners. The interior is minimal, but not cold. Everything you see and touch feels deliberate. The dashboard is clean, focused, centered around the driver. The tachometer sits proudly in the middle, a constant reminder of what truly matters in this car. Digital displays flank it, crisp and modern, offering performance data like a quiet whisper from the engineers in Stuttgart. You rest your hands on the wheel, and it feels alive, almost electric, even before the engine starts. The pedals are metal, cool under your feet. The gear selector waits patiently. There's no excess here, no distraction. This cabin isn't trying to impress you with screens and gimmicks. It's inviting you to drive. You press the start button. The engine erupts behind you, not with anger, but with clarity. A sharp, mechanical bark that quickly settles into a deep, rhythmic idle. You feel it through the seat, through the wheel, through your spine. This is a sound shaped by decades of racing heritage, a naturally aspirated flat six that doesn't shout for attention, but sings when pushed. Pulling away feels surprisingly civilized. The clutch is firm but precise. The steering is light at low speeds, almost friendly. But even now, you can sense what this car is capable of. It's like walking next to a wild animal that's perfectly calm, for now. As the road opens up, you press the throttle, and everything changes. The engine climbs through the revs with an urgency that feels addictive. Each gear shift is immediate, mechanical, deeply satisfying. The sound transforms, from a controlled growl into a spine-tingling wail that echoes off buildings, off hills, off your own heartbeat. This isn't just acceleration, it's an event. The car feels impossibly connected to the road. Steering input translates, instantly into motion, as if the front tires are reading your thoughts. You don't guide this car, you converse with it. Every corner becomes a question, and the 911 GT answers with precision and confidence. The chassis feels balanced, neutral, alive. You feel the grip building, the suspension working beneath you, the rear pushing just enough to remind you that this is a machine that demands respect. On a winding road, the 2026 911 GT feels like it's shrinking around you. The car disappears, leaving only you, the wheel, and the road ahead. Braking is firm and reassuring, pulling speed away effortlessly, allowing you to dive deeper into corners than you thought possible. Acceleration out of those corners is explosive, yet controlled, like a perfectly timed punch. And then there's the sound. At high revs, the engine note becomes something almost emotional. It's raw, metallic, and pure. No artificial enhancement, no filters, just mechanical truth. You hear it bounce off canyon walls, echo through tunnels, and linger in the air long after you've passed. At night is quiet, the kind of quiet that makes every movement feel deliberate. Streetlights stretch into long ribbons of gold, and then you see it, emerging from the darkness with an unspoken authority. This is the 2026 Land Rover, and it doesn't arrive so much as it commands presence. Even before you touch it, before you hear the door close or feel the engine wake up, there's a sense that this vehicle exists in a different emotional category. Not loud, not flashy, just unmistakably confident. From the outside, the design feels like a sculpture carved by time and terrain itself. The body is clean, almost minimalist, yet deeply muscular. The lines are smooth and deliberate, flowing like wind across stone. There's a calm strength here, nothing forced, nothing excessive. The grille stands tall, not aggressive but assured, as if it knows it doesn't need to shout. The headlights glow with a sharp, modern signature, slicing through the night like focused intent rather than raw aggression. At night, those lights feel almost alive, tracing the road ahead with precision and calm, making you feel protected before you've even started driving. Walk around it slowly, and you notice how every angle feels intentional. The way the roofline floats, the way the shoulders rise subtly over the wheels, the way the paint reflects the world around it like liquid metal. This isn't a vehicle designed only for city lights or red carpets. It looks just as natural parked outside a five-star hotel as it does coated in dust on a mountain trail. There's heritage here, decades of exploration, endurance, and quiet luxury, woven into a design that still feels undeniably modern. Now you reach for the door handle. It presents itself smoothly, almost ceremonially, and as you open the door, the outside world fades. The sound is solid, reassuring, like the closing of a private jet door. You step inside, and instantly the atmosphere changes. This is not just an interior, it's a sanctuary. The cabin of the 2026 Land Rover feels like a modern luxury lounge designed for movement. The materials don't just look premium, they feel premium. Soft leather greets your hands, cool metal accents catch the light, and natural textures, wood, fabric, carefully chosen finishes, bring warmth and depth. There's a subtle, calming scent that tells you this space was crafted, not assembled. You settle into the driver's seat, and it adjusts effortlessly around you, like it already understands your posture. The seat isn't just comfortable, it's supportive in a way that makes you feel ready for hours on the road without fatigue. You rest your hands on the steering wheel, and the leather feels perfectly weighted, neither too soft nor too firm. Every button, every dial, every surface is exactly where you expect it to be, creating a sense of intuitive control. The dashboard stretches out with clean lines and soft illumination. Digital displays glow gently, not overwhelming you with information but presenting everything with clarity and elegance. The center screen responds instantly to your touch, smooth and refined, like a high-end smartphone built into the soul of the car. Ambient lighting traces the interior with a soft, customizable glow, turning nighttime drives into something almost cinematic. It's not just light, it's mood, atmosphere, emotion. You press the start button, and the Land Rover awakens with a composed confidence. There's no drama for the sake of noise, just a refined surge of life beneath you. The engine hums with authority, a deep, controlled sound that promises power without chaos. You shift into drive, and as you ease onto the road, the vehicle moves with surprising grace for something so capable. On the road, the 2026 Land Rover feels almost effortless. The steering is precise yet relaxed, giving you confidence without demanding constant attention. It glides over imperfections in the pavement, absorbing bumps and uneven surfaces like they barely exist. You feel elevated, not just physically, but emotionally, like you're above the stress and noise of everyday driving. As speed builds, the power reveals itself smoothly. There's strength here, but it's delivered with refinement. Press the accelerator, and the response is immediate yet controlled, pushing you forward with a calm surge rather than a violent rush. Overtaking feels easy, merging feels natural, and long highway stretches become moments of quiet reflection rather than fatigue. What truly sets this Land Rover apart is how it makes you feel in control no matter where you are. On winding roads, it remains composed and balanced, hugging curves with confidence that belies its size. On rougher terrain, it transforms, suspension adapting, systems working quietly in the background, so you can focus on the journey rather than the obstacles. Gravel, mud, rain-soaked asphalt, it all feels manageable, even inviting. And yet, inside the cabin, serenity remains untouched. Wind noise is hushed, road noise is distant, and the outside world feels politely muted. The sound system fills the space with rich, immersive audio, turning your favorite music into a private concert. Voices sound clear, bass feels deep but controlled, and every note feels intentional. This is the kind of soundscape that makes long drives something you look forward to.